So Nintendo has released their financial results for up to September the 30th, 2025, and as usual there are a lot of numbers to go over. First of all, the Nintendo Switch has now sold just over 154 million units, and the Switch 2 being at just over 10 million units, with 20 million games for the system being sold as well. It is interesting to note that the Switch 2 sold 10 million units in just 3 months, whereas the original Switch took 9 months to do so. Onto the games for the Switch, as usual Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is at the top and is closing in on 70 million units. There's not much else of interest to note about the rest of the top 10, but I do hope Super Mario Odyssey manages to reach 30 million before the next 3D Mario game is announced. Onto the Switch 2, there are only really 2 games to talk about, that being Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, which have reached 9.5 and 3.5 million respectively, with Mario Kart World selling 9.5 million, and there being only 20 million software sales for the Switch 2. That means about 46% of all Switch 2 games that were sold is Mario Kart World, which is kind of crazy. Additionally, Nintendo said that 8.1 million sales for Mario Kart World came from the hardware bundles. Considering there's just over 10 million hardware units sold, that means just over 78% of all Switch 2 units sold was the Mario Kart bundle, and only about 1.5 million people actually bought the physical game. Nintendo didn't share much more besides this, but they did reconfirm release dates for future titles. Anyway, what do you think about the Switch 2 selling 10 million units in 3 months?